David's best man this morning about 2:30. I started writing some kind of speech. Luckily, I kind of knew that I was going to be the best man, kind of from other people, Tristan and Deanna and Debbie and Andy, but as they say, hey, to be my best man, it kind of slipped through the cracks somehow. What I wanted to say, it's truly an honor and privilege to be standing here next to David and Deanna today for their wedding day. He's truly more than a friend, but he's truly his family. He's probably the closest thing to a brother that I have, and I'm blessed that God brought him and Deanna into my life. Love is faithful, love is kind, love is enduring. Love breaks down the barriers of distance, but most importantly, love wins. Today we are here to celebrate and honor another example of love winning, with the marriage of Dave and Deanna today. I want to take a step back and kind of explain how I met Dave, and it's been about a year and a half, and how that story went. We were at Elmbrook Church, and there's a guy who I met, his name was Juicebox. Yep, you heard it right, his name was Juicebox. And of course I was a little intrigued by who this guy was, and why they call him Juicebox for. So of course I asked him. Well, this was the first event that Dave attended, and he was a little afraid of people making fun of him for carrying a Muscle Milk, the protein shake, into the event. So he decided to cover up the Muscle Milk with a receipt that said, Welch's Grape Juice. So little did you know that would make fun of him for the juice box and not the Muscle Milk. So now we do know him as Dave. Now occasionally a juice box still slips out every so often. When we first met, it seemed to click on so many levels, and I think a few months later from that, Dave became my roommate, moved in, and a few days later we embarked on a trip to Hawaii. It was kind of a chance for both of us. I think he was in the house 6 or 7 days, and we decided to go across the country to Hawaii, and both knew it would be fun, but never realized how close the trip would bring us as friends, and truly changed us from months to come, and made us become more as brothers than friends. So I wanted to share a few things that I really learned about Dave, really some tips for Deanna as well, of how to, that was my obligation to say a few things. So I knew it was step 8, 9, but it just kept going. We were talking today, and he kept talking, how about this thing and that thing, and I'm like, these are some good ideas. So anyways, the first thing is never, I repeat, never let Dave make microwave popcorn. Let's just say I came home and the smell was burning in the house, and he let the popcorn go for 5 minutes. And he put the bag outside my back door. The second thing is, Dave's a pretty organized guy, and he thought of me for a thing or two. And, I came home one night, and I have quite a few blocks of cheese in my fridge, and quite a few soda, and he decided to organize them for me by expiration date. And 16 blocks of cheese. I think it was January, maybe? Yeah, so I had to make sure the cheese is being used on an orderly basis. So if you come to my house today, that I still have the cheese expiration code, even though the cheese is long gone. So Deanna, I made to borrow him from time to time to come back and reorganize my fridge. So the third thing is Dave loves to drive, but directions really aren't on his side sometimes, even when he's wearing his directions t-shirt. We were meeting at one time, and he was supposed to go to West Dallas and end up in South Milwaukee. So it was a little bit of a wrong direction, but he made it. So Deanna's got to be your co-pilot, so you don't end up in Indiana or Versus, Ohio. So David's favorite song every morning is one of my favorites. It's called Bass Hunter, but I always just say it's called Bassmaster, but I would always get the name of the song incorrect. Oh, as Tristan said, if you didn't know he likes to procrastinate, well, he does. Well, more than a little, probably a lot. And yep, he's normally always late, except today. So. And the next thing was he really loves to travel and see the world. From his tour books from the library that dated back to 1995, that we took with us to Hawaii, I think about 6 or 7 of them. So we've got to see some pretty interesting things, but the dates were wrong and the prices were wrong, and that's okay. And let's not forget the case of Muscle Milk, because there's no Muscle Milk in Hawaii, so we packed in a suitcase that was overweight, and my bag became the Muscle Milk surplus bag. And so in our fridge, actually, the hotel had more Muscle Milk than any other kinds of beverages. you know, David's committed to work. He's almost like the mailman in some ways because not even 14 inches of snow in my driveway, and the entire city being closed in December kept Dave from not getting to GNC by noon. True story. You know, he cares so much about people, whether it's family, friends, or coworkers. You've all had a very special place in his heart, and I've heard about many of you on countless nights from Dave. So, the most important thing, though, my last one, is, you know, about Dave, how much he truly cares for you. It's so evident in everything that's been going on the past few months, whether it was the weekend trip to Michigan for a couple days, your birthday present with the flowers, that you made this beautiful picture of his heart, and he spent 2 days cutting them out and organizing them and framing them and all that stuff. So it makes me happy that God put him in your life. So David's been a great ride, from trips to 151, to darts, to gallons of protein powder, cheeses to novelties, and let's not forget cellars and the bag of and the smell of rice in the microwave. All great conversations that last a little too long, but in the end they're worth a little bit less sleep. But greater things are yet to come for both you and me. So please join me in happy